All right, hello. So it's Trish Bible Bullets and Barbells. So here I have the fabric cover partially finished, and I'm just going through the papers that I showed you in part 1. This is currently part 3 of the French fashion and French green vintage lace paper. And I'm just showing you all the different papers that I have here, labels, everything that went along in the kit. Again, this I made in July of 2024, and for whatever reason I lost interest in doing this journal, and it's been sitting in the house in my crafting room. But here I'm just showing you my 12 by 12 papers. And this video, I go through how I set up my collage. And these are just all the scraps that I have from this kit. I love the neutral green and the brown colors. That's what drew me to this kit. I haven't really worked with these, with the green and the neutral and the cream colors together. So this was my first time. And then here I'm just showing you book pages that I'm grabbing. And since it is a French junk journal, I'm using the French wording pages. And here I'm just using a metal ruler just to tear out the borders of the pages. And you'll see as I go through this process, I'm using the art glitter glue. I tried starting with a glue stick, then I changed my mind. And then you see I just put that brown piece of paper to protect my table. So make sure when you're crafting to protect your table. I see a lot of ladies using those large 12 by 12 mats. I still have yet to get one, so hey, maybe I'll get one. But yeah, I'm just smoothing out the glue, and this is very thin paper on top of the cardstock. So with the art glitter glue, it's a good adhesive, so I trust it. And yeah, with collaging, what I've noticed that I like, you see the different tones of the vintage papers, the whiter papers, and then here I bring in some of the stickers that I printed out from the collage papers from the kit. So I like to add different elements with the collage. You know, and thinking back, I could have even put some of the fabric scraps on here, but that's okay. Let me know if you junk journal. Please leave a green leaf in the comments below if you are watching. Don't forget to check out part 1 and 2. And, you know, as always, check out the last part after my final flip through, I should say. Okay, so that was me in July of 2024, almost 2 years ago. And I was showing you how to do a collage. So this project has been sitting in like a box, and I have leftover fabric that I had in a clear plastic baggie. So yeah, I'm encouraged to finish this journal. It's beautiful, but I have all this leftover fabric. Some of it's mine, some of it is from the kit. But look at the black lace, and I'll show you how I incorporated that. And I originally, you know, it's funny because I originally made this right here to be a pocket. And I didn't even add it into the journal. So look it, and this is how I've evolved. This was my charm, my ribbon charm. I don't know. Please leave in the comments. I want to take this apart and redo a new one, or maybe just make a new one entirely. I'm not sure. But this is the closure. I showed you how to do these closures on a different junk journal, and I will add that either in the cards or in the description box. But yeah, so originally this was supposed to go here underneath, yes, and to the other side. But this is what I have so far. So here is, oh yeah, I was like, is this upside down? No. So this is a tuck spot here. I love the vellum. I made a flip pocket here. And then here's part of that collage that I made. And I love it. I added ribbon. But here is a belly band. And this is a double belly band. And here's this beautiful lace, right? So you got some see-through. There's the other side of that collage paper. And I love it because it is French pages that I used. And then these are sticker paper. And another one of these flip pockets. And I added and I sewed this on, right? So some pages. Here's the middle. And I always leave these long because I usually add beads to the strings. But this is a combination of the paper pack that I had, and then the random pages from the digital kit. More of the collage. Another pocket. So some more pockets. And if you've been here for a while, I love that shimmery paper. And this is what the shimmer looks like. This is just plain paper. So I don't know if you can see the difference. But some more pockets, more of that collage paper. And here's that lace. Made a pocket. There's my sun, the sol. And then another pocket, and I made with the fabric that I put on the spine. So if you're into junk journaling, you know, there's just so much that you can do. Now this journal is almost 2 years old, and look at how well it's held up. I love this page right here. It's so beautiful. And it says something about modern costumes, but 1956. 1956, it looks like a play. So there's more, and then I made this paper pack. So I don't know, maybe it should go like this. But I made it to where these are the pages you write on. I also added, I don't know if you could tell, but I sewed it right here, so that makes it perforated so that you can rip it out. I don't want to rip that out just yet. But yes, and then so let's see. We'll leave that there. So again, this is just all the fabric that I have left over. So these are some of the tags, and I have yet to ink and embellish. I did place the eyelets. Here's a beautiful bookmark that I made. And there's that shimmery paper, and I put fabric on the back of this one. Same with this one, it has fabric on the back. This is one of my beauties, look at this. I made this, and you know, I meant to put it on the page, on the front page, but it'll take away from the butterfly. So she may just live on the inside cover, but who knows. But you see all this ephemera, these are labels, and this will probably just go in an envelope because they're sticker labels. But I have all this here. and then just paper that I can, you know, play with. So this is what the girl was on. She was on one of these cards. So more tabs here. The tabs, and then these are just like journaling cards, fashion journaling cards. Here's some postcards. And the postcards I didn't decorate on the back, so this has yet to be decorated. More ephemera. This can be another belly band. And then I just have some French sayings. And just some scrap paper. These are more the titles. I printed these on sticker paper. And then this is that sheet that didn't print out correctly, but it looks, look how good that looks. It goes with the theme. Another bookmark, smaller postcards. So, yes, and then I have these envelopes, the lace. Here's another large tag that I put with the fabric on the back. And that's sticker paper. But look at this, I already have these folded, so I just gotta get to work, you know? Get to crafting. I had a rough summer, July of 2024. And then last summer was a little difficult, but hey, I'm here now. So as you see, this isn't inked, so we'll see what I come up with that. This one is inked. So, and isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. But yes, so here is the update. It's been almost 2 years since I worked on this journal, but like I said, I've been inspired. I have purchased these a few months ago, and they're the chiffon, and this is just scrap paper. And yeah, join me as I go along, you know, to show you what I come up with. Thank you for being here. Let me know if, I can't even get my thoughts correctly. Oh, let me know about this, the ribbon, if you want me to make a brand new ribbon or just repurpose this one, because I don't know, I never really liked the way it hung. Like, I don't like the way that hangs. It looks good when it's like standing upward, but we shall see. So thank you for joining me, and be on the lookout for part 4, and that's just going to be a flip through of how I incorporate this ephemera into here. Look at all this room that I've left. I think this is probably like 3 or 4 inches, but we shall see. Bye.